the rule of thumb, money has to be scarce, or conventional currency has to be scarce to keep its value. And the rule of thumb is that about a third of the population should not have enough money in place. But the general pressure has to be there. So we've created a money system that has to be scarce, right? That's my key point. And the other thing we have invented is a money system that is created with interest. By definition, every time that the government or a private individual raises capital by debt, which is when money is created, interest is included. Now, interest is a mechanism which always makes sure that if you have money, you get more of it. And if you don't have enough money, you'll get less of it. So, and by the way, it's important to understand I'm not saying that the conventional currency is bad. We need a young currency, and we need a yin currency. We need a competitive economy. We need a cooperative economy. We need both. It's not either or, one being bad, the other one being good.
Yeah.
You know, one of the groups of people I went into were the Afar people in northeast Ethiopia, right up near the Somali border. There's 1.3 million Afar living in the desert.
Wow.
And the women do all the cooking, do all the firewood collecting, all the water collecting, which takes hours and hours typically in the desert. And they also build the houses that people live in. They take care of the animals. They raise the children. Yet, if you ask a woman in that community to make a decision, she'll say, "Oh, what do I know? I'm just a woman."
Wow.
And so, yeah, that is the expectation that they, even though they are the backbone of the community, they tend to think because of tradition that they don't have the ability to make these decisions, which the men in the Afar communities have always done, and never let the women in on the meetings that make the laws that govern, their lives. Women have typically very little access to resources. The UN statistics on this are what are shocking. Women actually, if you took worldwide, women produce half the world's food.
Wow.
And they own 1% of the farmland.
Wow.
Microcredit loans have just been a boon, and they work so much better with women than they do with men. So here we have a situation where women are given very few of the resources, but yet when they get the resources, they are much more effective in getting a community out of poverty.
Wow.
And again, UN statistics on this.
What's missing now, in my opinion, is not the effort on the yang side. What's missing is the yin side. And it's the activation of the yin that actually provides the balance that will be necessary. And what can happen, you can have collapses in the conventional currency, okay? And then what happens is the emergency solutions come in, and the yin currencies are used as emergency solutions, but that's not a permanent solution.
And these are worldwide statistics.
Mm-hmm.
If you give a woman $100 in a microcredit loan, typically 90 of those dollars that once she gets her business going, 90 of those dollars recirculate into her family and thus into the community. That same $100 given to a man, that number is $40 gets recirculated into the family and into the community.
When we look up, we see the same sky shared by us all. No one questions why. Morn brings the sun, lighting the way.